Opening night in San Antonio, and both teams coming off a victory, and the fans have come out early to Toyota Field for this one. San Antonio FC hosting LA Galaxy 2. Welcome inside the broadcast booth with St. Mary's University men's soccer head coach Matt Barnes. I'm Matt Peterson. Well, Matt, a good one on tap. San Antonio FC got the monkey off their back. A big win against their Texas rivals, Rio Grande Valley, last Sunday.
That's right. Darren Powell and the staff had the guys ready to play, and they went down into a hostile environment against a MLS affiliate. They opened their new stadium at RGV, so it was a tough task, and everybody's really excited to see San Antonio go down there, get a shutout, and a first win of the season.
Meanwhile, LA Galaxy 2, the very first team in MLS to have a USL affiliate. They bring 17 players to Texas, 13 of which played in their academy. This will be one of the biggest tests of the season for Darren Powell.
Absolutely. LA's always loaded with talent, and this is no exception. They have some fantastic young talent. They're going to press SAFC tonight. They're going to make San Antonio, answer some questions, and there's going to be some young, fresh legs out there on the Galaxy side. So I'm excited to see how the game shapes out.
A good one on tap here in San Antonio. We'll take our only break, come back with starting lineups. They are revved up for the home opener here at Toyota Field.
Happy birthday! My gift is the HEB Texas Pet Sporting Dog Formula for all the hard work you do on the court.
And because you're a Texan like me, I got you Texas brisket barbecue flavor.
Senior blend, because you've been here since '83. Oof, what? He's like 231 in dog years.
HEB Texas Pets, food and treats your pets will crave.
Look, I also got you this.
When it needs to be ultra exciting, high flying, non-stop action, San Antonio FC Soccer's got you covered. When it needs to be high performing, hard working, high tech, super safe, built for comfort, and surprisingly affordable, Holt Cat has got you covered. With best-in-class cat heavy equipment, engines, generators, and more, plus legendary service and support, and the largest parts inventory and distribution network in Texas. Kick it into high gear with Holt Cat.
Little ideas can turn into big dreams. Big dreams require careful planning and the right partner. A partner dedicated to helping you take care of your employees, protect your business, and plan for the future. It's sometimes overwhelming. It's often exciting. It's your story, and we can help. SWBC.
I'm not the type to say any of this mushy garbage.
You know what? I'm going for it.
You are completely and utterly
awesome.
I'm glad you showed up.
In my life.
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I
Get down!
You always have
My back.
It's really hard to describe. These tiny little things.
Yes, things.
Are actually friendship.
Welcome back to Toyota Field. Both teams walking out. It's the home opener for San Antonio FC. LA Galaxy on the road for the first time this season. They beat Vancouver Whitecaps FC2 at home last Saturday. San Antonio FC already has their first road win of the season. They went down to Rio Grande Valley FC, Edinburgh, Texas, and upset the opening of HEB Park, a 1-0 win against their Texas rivals. With Matt Barnes, I'm Matt Peterson. It's gotten a little bit rainy right before kickoff. The wind is blowing across the field, but I think overall we should have some good weather tonight, and two teams revved up for this one.
Yeah, it's a beautiful scene out there, Matt, and it's good to be here with you, a true professional, and I'm excited to see the north corner over there. They got the drums pumping and the fans are buzzing, so it's a beautiful atmosphere tonight.
The national anthem will be sung, and then we'll be set for starting lineups and kickoff.
And the men and big on freedom. This evening by the Marksmen.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's that's gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the
There's 5 Galaxy first-team players on loan to Galaxy 2 tonight. Starting in goal with Kempin, Diallo, Ariano in the back, Mendiola and Jaime Villarreal in midfield. Villarreal had a goal and an assist here at Toyota Field last July. There are 7 former Galaxy Academy players in the starting lineup. Now let's take a look at San Antonio FC's starting lineup under second-year head coach Darren Powell. Matt Barnes, you're very familiar with this group.
Yeah, I've been real fortunate. I've been with these guys for the last 8 weeks at their training sessions and in camp with them, and just had the privilege to watch Darren and Andy Thompson work with this group, and their periodization has been on point, and the boys are prepped and ready to go.
Powell made 2 changes from the team that beat RGV 1-0 on Sunday. Stephen McCarthy comes in. He came on as a defensive replacement after an injury. And then Chris Tierpak, who is a USL veteran and a local San Antonio product, he gets the start on the right wing. 8 new players debuted on Sunday, 6 in the starting lineup, 2 off the bench. And there is Darren Powell, a man you know very well.
Yeah, Darren's, you know, when he was at Elon, did a fantastic job turning the Elon program around, and it's just been an open book. And he's a great coach and done a great job here. And he's put together a fantastic staff there with Andy Thompson, Nick Evans, and Juan La Madrid. Just great coaches.
Had success at Orlando City's academy as they launched to MLS, and he'd like to do the same here in the Alamo City. There's Matt Cardoni, another San Antonio product, another player that you know very well, Matt.
Yeah, Matt's doing really well this year. A local product, played for Paul McGinley at Trinity University. So it's nice to see a local product here playing and representing the city. LA Galaxy, interesting, their goalkeeper, Kempin, started for Swope Park last year. So he was the starter last year in the SAFC's home opener.
And there is John Kempin. He's a Kansas City product, and he's on loan from the LA Galaxy today. Had a shutout against Vancouver Whitecaps FC2 last week. He turns 24 next Saturday. And there is Mike Munoz, just 33 years of age, played at Cal Berkeley, played in MLS with the Galaxy and Chivas USA, ran the academy for the Galaxy the last couple seasons, and promoted a month after Kurt Analfo was promoted from Galaxy 2 head coach to the Galaxy first team head coach. Munoz followed suit, and he's in a perfect position now with great symmetry between him and Analfo.
Yeah, and he's a proven winner. They won a national championship at the academy under his watch, and it's exciting to see. He's a 33, 34-year-old coach that's just really getting it done out there. Excited for him in his future and his career.
So we are underway. Marco Vega, the referee. Opening night at Toyota Fields. Galaxy 2 in their white kits. San Antonio FC in the black uniforms as Stephen McCarthy heads it into midfield. Here's Vega.
It's good seeing Pekka get on the first tackle of the night. He's going to sit in and screen that back four, it looks like. So his timing in the tackle is usually pretty impeccable.
Adrian Vera for the Galaxy. And the flag comes up on the far side as Forbes tries his luck. The assistant referees Jennifer Garner behind the benches. On the far side, Diego Blas, our fourth official, William Hale. So what do you think is a key early on for San Antonio FC against this visiting LA Galaxy 2?
They just need to get used to playing in front of the home crowd. You know, let the nerves settle in a little bit and stick to their game plan. And they've been good at that lately. So, you know, hopefully they can get off to a nice start here in front of the home crowd.
Cardoni off his line, not the best clearance, but his midfield did the dirty work to win it back.
You know, don't want to see one of your center backs give the ball away in that area. That's a big no-no, and Sebastian is not made a habit of that. So hopefully he can clean up those passes.
Now Rafa Castillo whistled for a foul, arguing now with Vega, the referee. A free kick now for LA Galaxy 2.
On the replay, it looks like he got him. I think it's a pretty good call by the referee there.
Castillo, 36 years of age. He's really made a home here in San Antonio, playing previously with the NASL Scorpions and now back for his second season with San Antonio FC. Looks like Villarreal standing over it from about 35 yards away. Good clearing header from Sebastian Ibeagha.
Yeah, great ball from Sebastian.
Ibeagha signed with the Dynamo last January, was sent on loan primarily to Rayo OKC, but he's a Texas kid, moved to Houston age 16 from Nigeria, then excelled at Duke.
Again, we expected LA to be pressing high, and that's what they're doing. And again, it's about the third giveaway here in our defensive half. And boys need to clean that up just a tad.
Good win from Pekka, the Brazilian 27-year-old, and the flag comes up on the far side against Billy Forbes.
So we're talking about some of those nerves, Matt, so this is an example for me. This guy's just getting rid of those nerves, missed a couple passes, but I think they'll clean it up.
Good look at John Kempin, now 23 years of age, with Kansas City the last few years, but signing with the LA Galaxy and on loan in his second straight start with Los Dos. And Kempin will come out of his area to restart this one. The back four for the Galaxy, Tyler Turner's the right back, Gene Ngola, Hugo Arellano, and then Bradley Diallo is the left back. He's a 26-year-old from France on loan from the first team. He's already played twice for the Galaxy this season.
LA coming down with the second ball there, which could be dangerous. And Cardoni coming out, great job.
Cardoni, 23 years of age. Went to MacArthur High School here in San Antonio. Good work from Elizondo, pressuring, wins a deep throw-in.
The Galaxy player down here looked like he took a little hit on the follow-through on a tackle there. Referee's letting him play a little bit.
Looks like Adonis Umaya, 20-year-old, another Galaxy Academy product. Second straight start in this young season.
Yeah, LA's got to be excited with those two young kids up top with Zubac and Amaya, 18 and 20 years old. And both of them just fantastic attacking players.
Deep throw-in for Galaxy 2. This is Diallo to take it. Signed with the Galaxy after time with White Star Brussels in Belgium. Started at Real Salt Lake when the Galaxy got their first win of the season a few weeks ago. A good crowd filing in. They were here early, tailgating in the parking lot.
Yeah, it's about 2 hours early today, and they were well ahead of me, so having a good time in the parking lot.
Cochran forward for Forbes. Forbes maintains possession. Now Cardoni under pressure.
That's a matchup we're going to have to keep our eye on there with Turner at right back and Billy Forbes. You know, Turner's a good right back, and Billy's going to be a handful tonight, I'm expecting.
Forbes, a man you know well. You coached him in college and have followed him closely here in San Antonio.
Yeah, I was real fortunate to work with Billy when I was at Lubbock Christian, and fantastic talent. He's a captain for his national team at Turks and Caicos, and a fantastic individual.
Chris Tierpak came in late. He commits a foul, free kick LA. Tierpak, another local kid from Dripping Springs.
Yeah, Tierpak came in and caught him a little bit on the way through and the follow through there. Referee's right on it, and Galaxy's looking for their second set piece here in a short amount of time.
Bradley Diallo drew the foul. Ibiaga with another headed clearance.
Good job from the big man. Did really well with that. Brought his line out well. They're staying connected.
Villarreal over the top. Ibiaga clears. Galaxy 2 primarily working on that left side here in the first 8 minutes.
Seem to want to attack up that side. I'm guessing they're, part of their game plan is to keep it away from the left side because, the San Antonio's tendency is going to be attack up the left side with Billy Forbes. So I'm guessing, they've been working on a plan to attack on the opposite side of the field.
And that's where the goal emanated from last week. It was a long ball forward from Greg Cochran, 50 yards about from his left back position, and Forbes pulled out the RGVFC center back and opened up space for Elizondo to score the game winner.
That's right. And San Antonio hasn't given up a goal, through the first 8 weeks, even through the preseason on this left side. So Cochran's really anchoring in that space behind Billy Forbes. So it's a tough task if you're going to try to attack up the right side here.
Cochran knows the Galaxy well. He was drafted by the Galaxy in the second round in 2013. 12 games in his rookie season before he was traded to Chicago shortly before the 2014 season. Here's Elizondo nearly getting on to the end of it before Kempen comes off his line for Galaxy 2. Villarreal wide to Turner. It was a show from the Villarreal brothers last July here at Toyota Field. Both scored. Villarreal also had an assist in a 3-2 Galaxy win. Here's Tierpak now. Good Benton ball. And cleared away by Galaxy 2.
It's a great ball from Tierpak from that right side.
And Forbes wins a corner kick.
Right, fantastic attacking sequence there. So Tierpak screaming a ball across the middle. They were a little bit unlucky in front of the goal there not to get something out of that.
Pretty athletic header from Jean Angola, the Cameroonian 19-year-old. He went down and basically let it hit the back of his head. But dangerous there because if he heads it directly forward, it could have an own goal.
Yeah, he needed to do whatever it took to get something on that ball.
First corner kick now for San Antonio FC. And Kempen palms away with Tierpak waiting at the back post.
Great job from the goalkeeper there. He put his fingers on that and pushed out wide.
Second straight corner. Rafa Castillo will take this one. Good audio of the communication inside the box before this corner. Kempin comes out and finally cleared by LA. Amaya. Zubak. Good work from Galaxy 2. But Reed does well to win a San Antonio throw-in.
Yeah, it's a good job from the San Antonio boys getting behind the ball. It's always tough when you're hitting corner kicks, and LA's good on the counterattack. So he did a good job getting numbers behind the ball and sealing it out.
Cochran with the throw-in, 30 games last year. Led San Antonio in minutes, over 2,600 last season. Elizondo, nice work. Forbes is through. Forbes in on goal. Good save. Kempin, second chance. It's blocked. Still alive in the box.
There we go.
And Castillo gives San Antonio an opening goal.
Awesome sequence, man. Billy got threaded on a pass there from Elizondo. What an awesome ball. Billy put it on target, made the keeper work. We get a rebound and put that away from the little man. What a fantastic finish here for the first game at home.
As we see the replay.
Yeah, that's a class ball, and Billy did well with it. Made the keeper work there and had a little lucky touch, and there goes Rafa. What a goal from him.
Yeah, Turner had no chance. He tried to grab the shirt of Forbes, cannot pull him down. And Castillo, who scored against Galaxy 2 here last July, had the opening goal on a stunning free kick. That was just 3 minutes in. Eventually voted goal of the season by San Antonio fans, but the Galaxy won that game 3-2. Castillo has the opener here again.
So that's a fantastic way to get the nerves settled down.
Forbes, the assist last week, and RGV in the assist here tonight. As we see our first yellow card of the night, and it goes to the Galaxy 2 left back, Bradley Diallo. He's in the book in the 13th minute.
Brought his boot up pretty high and looked, he caught Caesar pretty high there.
First goal of the season for Rafa Castillo. Last year, tied for the team lead with 5 goals. And Forbes, who had some electric seasons in the NASL with assists, has 2 already in 2 games. Castillo drives it, targeting Tierpak, but it's too long and out for a Galaxy 2 goal kick.
Yeah, Billy's led the NASL over the course of the last 3 years with assists, and that's why. And even when he was playing in college, he's a really good passer of the ball, and shows again that he's accurate on the pass.
Forbes with Rayo OKC last season, 3 goals, 4 assists in 23 games in all competitions. McCarthy strong in the air. Spills out here to Adrian Vera, 20-year-old Galaxy Academy product. Good composure from Cochran. Pekka with Castillo. This is beautiful from San Antonio.
Yeah, it's really good ball movement from the guys. They're starting to pick it up and move the ball quicker, and you see the interchange from Pekka, and you're getting that whole midfield involved. It's good stuff on the left side here.
Jean Ngola, 19-year-old from Cameroon, came out of the Kaji Sports Academy, which counts Samuel Eto'o among its alumni. Good feet from Tierpak. Elizondo taking some contact but keeping possession.
USAFC's now stepped up and pressing them a little bit higher. They've pushed their line up a bit and trying to press LA and see if LA will make a couple mistakes, which they are. They've had a defensive giveaway, and I think Darren will have these guys stepping up and trying to press them even a little bit more. Good tackle from Pekka.
Vera keeps it on the near side. Angola facing his own net. Pressured by Elizondo. Finds Villarreal. McCarthy wins a throw-in.
One thing the LA center backs are going to have to deal with all night is Cesar running around. He's got a motor and he's relentless up there, and it's one of the reasons San Antonio likes him so much, because it really, you know, his work rate up top and his ability to win the ball high is going to create some opportunities for Billy and Turpak on the other side.
Hugo Arellano springs it forward for the Galaxy. Partnership of Arellano and Angola. 18-year-olds and 19-year-old. The two center backs for Galaxy 2. Work from LA Galaxy 2 breaking the pressure, and then a tactical foul right at the center circle.
Yeah, right in front of the referee, grabbed him, held him back. Definitely a tactical foul in the center of the park. McCarthy got busted.
So Stephen McCarthy in the book in the 18th minute. One yellow on each side. Bradley Diallo cautioned 5 minutes ago. He was pleading his case that his arm was tugged first. Zubak.
Yeah, but he got caught.
Adrian Vera on this right side for Galaxy 2. Galaxy must be careful. They led, or San Antonio must be careful, I should say. They led 1-0 against this Galaxy 2 team last year, and shortly thereafter, Galaxy 2 led 3-1 before winning 3-2 last July here at Toyota Field. Fuji.
You know, Matt, that's a trap, though, as, you know, LA's struggling to get the ball out of their defensive half for a bit, and then all of a sudden they're just on the counter and lighting it up. So it's something San Antonio is really going to have to be on their toes tonight, even when they feel like the game's going their way and they're pressing high and having some opportunities. It can change real quick with this LA team.
Jaime Villarreal with the corner. Ibianga rises again. Second chance headed away by Tierpak. Mendiola. Reed heads away for San Antonio FC.
It's a great job from Sebastian, because with Cyprian out tonight too, you know, he needed to be big in the air, and to this point he's done really well. He's put his head on everything.
Fuji heads centrally, might lead to a break for San Antonio. Reed plays in front of Ben Noonan, 25-year-old out of Wake Forest. Good recovery that time. Bradley Diallo.
Ben's another guy that's had a good preseason, and it's a luxury to have two outside backs like, you know, Ben and Cochran that can just buzz up and down the line all night. Both of them are good attacking players as well as defenders.
1-0 San Antonio FC in front. 12th minute goal from Billy Forbes. Or Rafa Castillo, I should say. Forbes set it up. Kempin throws out in front of Mendiola. You see his speed as Forbes tracks back.
Great work from Billy Forbes. It was a 30-yard run to get back behind the ball. It shows the class that he has. So he's getting it done up front, and then, you know, making a tracking run in the back to help out with that counterattack. Well done, Billy.
Cochran with eyes for Tierpak, but too far in front. Kempin settles. Galaxy 2 led the Western Conference in goals last season with 59. They finished with 47 points. Been to the playoffs every year in USL. San Antonio would like to get there this year. They just missed out last season, losing to Rio Grande Valley on the final day of the season.
Did made a great run though late. It kept it interesting, and it was fun watching the team, you know, just get it done at the end of the season for so many games in a row. Just ran into a very good RGV team.
Villarreal confident through the middle. And Villarreal fouls Cochran. Villarreal's 21, on loan from the Galaxy. He has a first-team contract, 90 minutes last Saturday. He signed his homegrown deal with the first team on March 2nd, so one of the more recent homegrown players to sign with the Galaxy first team.
Yeah, I don't think people always realize how young this Galaxy team is. It's younger than most collegiate teams. Their average age is under 20 right now. And got some, a couple 16-year-olds on the bench as well, I think. So, fabulous group of young players.
Yeah, 17 players on this trip to San Antonio. 13 have played in or currently play in the LA Galaxy Academy, including 7 starters. Castillo drills it into Elizondo. That's what they had in mind on that set piece.
No, it's tough. You send both of your big men up into the front line and then, you know, play the ball short, leaving yourselves kind of exposed at the back. So if they could do that over, I'm guessing they might have wanted to get the ball into their big men.
Jean Angola, 19-year-old from Cameroon. Now Turner with Mendiola. Galaxy very patient in their build-up. Like to use the width of their fields. For StubHub Center in LA, known as one of the widest fields in MLS.
Yeah, they're stretching the field now with the 2 up top, 2 young boys up top, and they're getting their width and their depth. So it's you can see what they're trying to do in a playing out of a, you know, what looks like it shapes out like a 4-4-2, looks like a 4-3-3 at times, but definitely keeping those 2 attacking players high to occupy the center backs from San Antonio.
Mendiola. Villarreal not afraid to dribble forward through midfield. Fuji. Cochran all the way back to Matt Cardoni. And the flag goes up after Tierpak won the header. Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow @Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike soccer information. Turner, bad giveaway right to the feet of Michael Reed. Castillo with Elizondo. He slips and lost possession. Now Mendiola cutting inside over midfield. And they find Turner in space on this right side. Great clearance from Stephen McCarthy. If he is not there, that's a goal for Galaxy too.
Yeah, and a good run forward from Turner, and he played a really nice ball. It's a tough ball to deal with. The first attacker, I didn't see who it was, had a chance at it, and it skipped right on back to the backside there. So really, really nice sequence from LA.
It was Adonis Amaya waiting at the back post. If McCarthy doesn't clear it, to tap in from 1 foot away. 20-year-old Galaxy Academy product. It's a good run, not giving up on the play on the low cross at the near post.
Yeah, McCarthy did a really good job, put himself in a good position there to help Cardone out, and that's definitely a goal if he's not there. So good stuff from the big man.
McCarthy too far for Cochran. Fans, make sure you tune in to USL's weekly show on Sirius XMFC Channel 85, Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern for the latest news and information from around the league. Also, don't forget, Sirius XMFC will air the USL Game of the Week. Please check out uslsoccer.com for more info. Matt Barnes with Matt Peterson. Delighted to be here at Toyota Field for opening night. San Antonio FC leading 1-0 on a goal from Rafa Castillo, assisted by Billy Forbes. That came in the 12th minute. Forbes does well to win a San Antonio throw-in. Cochran takes it quickly. Ngola gives it away. Cochran with Elizondo. Castillo, an option on the left. Rafa Castillo to the back post. Tirpak rising, and the Galaxy will clear. Well, he went between 2 Galaxy defenders and nearly won it.
Yeah, Tirpak wasn't far from putting that in the back of the net. Rose up really well on that. There it is.
There's number
well done,
2.
boys.
It's Michael Reed. A chance in the middle of the penalty area, and the captain finishes from 6 yards out. 2-0 San Antonio FC inside the first half hour.
Yeah, Ben plays that, yeah, what a great sequence there. So Ben plays the ball across, and Cesar dummies it right into the skipper, who puts it away for a 2-0 lead.
Came off the right foot of Gene Ngola, but it was headed towards net anyway, so it should be a goal for Reed. Now it's Ben Newnham, the right back, making that run forward.
Yeah, just after we talked about the, Cochran and Newman attacking up there, and something comes out of it. So real luxury for Darren and staff to have a guy, 2 outside backs that are really, contributing in that manner.
Michael Reed, 29-year-old from Albuquerque, stayed home, played at University of New Mexico. 3 goals last year. He had a big injury, missed the last 11 games that hurt San Antonio as they made their playoff push. So the 2 veteran central midfielders, the goal scorers here in the first half hour.
Injured, I think it's Turner down there. The right back Turner took a little knock there. San Antonio played it out.
Turner's okay. Walking gingerly, but moving well. Michael Reed, very well traveled. 3 years with Minnesota United, one with Atlanta Silverbacks. Now in his second season with San Antonio FC, as Gene Angola heads away for Galaxy 2. Pekka. Tirpak settles. Defended by Diallo. San Antonio with a deep throw-in. Noonan will take it. Flicked on header. Mostos eventually clear. Pekka back with Ibiaga. 2-0 San Antonio FC. Rafa Castillo in the 12th minute, and then moments ago, Michael Reed.
See the space starting to open for the San Antonio midfielders, and they're starting to really sharp up. Pekka's getting on the ball a little bit more, and Reed's connecting with passes, and I think they'll start to find more and more space out there.
San Antonio very patient on when to press. Here comes Elizondo. It was left by Mendiola, right in the path of Zubac. Good win from Adrian Vera. Forbes wins it for San Antonio. Cochran pushing forward on this left side. Elizondo makes a run towards the corner. Cochran out to the Costa Rican. Now Forbes.
I'd like to see something a little bit better from the top of the box there. Caesar's buzzing around. You see him demanding the ball. He's checking down, trying to receive the ball. Didn't get it from Cochran and continued his run to try to create that. So he's really buzzing around up there. And it's nice to see. Really changes the attacking options when you have a mobile, center forward.
Cesar Elizondo, 29 years of age, came up in the Saprissa Academy in Costa Rica. Signed with San Antonio last July, scored twice, had an assist in 9 games. Cochran wins the header. Pekka, a brave challenge against Villarreal.
Caesar experience, and he's had several caps for his national team as well too. So a very good experienced player there.
Another veteran of the U.S. soccer pyramid, a couple seasons with Carolina Railhawks. And also played with San Antonio Scorpions of the NASL before San Antonio FC.
Newman overcommitted a little bit there, and Sebastian got him out of that. The center back came over and got him out of a little bit of trouble there. What a ball from Reed, and he had to battle for that. Played it out wide right. That was good stuff.
Chris Tirpak. Hopeful ball for Elizondo. It's a San Antonio throw-in. We've seen the Galaxy at times so patient with their build-up, and then moments like that when they win the ball, and then a blind forward ball nowhere close to their two forwards.
Yeah, it might show their youth a little bit at times. You know, they're playing against a much more experienced San Antonio team, and an older, experienced team is going to, you know, do that to you a few times. Because you just still feel like, you know, LA can get themselves right back in this game with something.
Forbes, a couple step overs, waiting for a run. Back to Reed, good hustle from Fuji, the central midfielder, tracked back for Galaxy 2. Ryo Fuji, 19 years of age. Another academy product for Galaxy. Was born in Hong Kong, moved to Southern California. 1 season at UC Santa Barbara, where he was the Big West Freshman of the Year. And then signed with Galaxy 2 in February of 15. Versatile player. He subbed for Turner and played right back last weekend against Vancouver. Matt Barnes, how do you think Cardoni's dealt with the high press of the Galaxy forwards with his distribution tonight?
He hasn't had to do a lot with, you know, using his hands, and he's had the ball at his feet several times. He's keeping the ball inbounds, and he's playing it out wide, you know, well past the center stripe for the most part. So I'd say they'd have to be happy with his outlets, and obviously you want to try to find one of the areas where your strikers are hanging out. So he might be able to do a little bit better on a couple of those long balls, but he's been sharp for the most part with his feet.
Sebastian Ebiaga. Ben Nuno. Free kick, San Antonio. That was Reed, the captain and the goal scorer on the second San Antonio FC goal.
Yeah, so you just see, you know, a little foul from behind. I think it's an accurate call from the referee and deserved foul. See what San Antonio can do here. Again, they've pressed both of their big men up high, and I'd like to see Rafa put that ball in a dangerous area and see what we can do, because the two center backs have done well in the air tonight. So I'd like to see if we can, you know, put a ball on one of their heads and make something happen here.
It was Bradley Diallo with the foul. He must be careful. He's already on a yellow card. Castillo delivers. Headed out. Diallo. Forbes back to Castillo, the Colombian. Towards McCarthy. And picked up by Kempin. Mendiola. For Zubak. Pulls out of the eye, but he cannot settle. Ethan Zubak scored last weekend. It was a 2-0 Galaxy win. First goal came on an own goal off the head of a Vancouver Whitecaps FC center back, and then Zubak had a nice goal set up by Bradford Jamieson the fourth.
Zubak's special player, getting some great opportunities here with Galaxy, and also one of our national team members at the U19s. So bright future for him.
Turns 19 in a couple weeks.
Darren's down screaming at the boys to try to get behind the ball right now. I know he's looking at the clock with, you know, 5-6 minutes left, and it's important that, you know, SAFC goes into halftime with this lead. And, you know, last thing you want to do is let LA back into the game, you know, just before halftime.
Turner called for the foul. He signed with Galaxy 2 pretty late, just March 16th. He was the youngest ever signing at Orlando City. February of 2014, he was 17 when he signed. McCarthy towards the corner. Reed, good work rate tonight. Nearly wins a corner, but it's a Galaxy 2 goal kick.
So now you're looking at SAFC. You got Forbes and Turpak switch sides, so both of those guys, Billy's inverted, so might be they might be looking to have him, you know, cut into his dominant foot on the inside now.
Gene Angola.
I was just going to say another thing you like to see out of LA. They're just going to continue trying to do what they do, play out of the back and build out of the back and stick to their game plan. And you know, it's working sometimes, and sometimes they're struggling with it, but they're going to stick to it. And I like to see that.
Angola lost initially, but the Galaxy win it back. Here's Mendiola bursting through the center circle. Zubac couldn't settle it, and it's a San Antonio FC throw-in. Elizondo settled and drew the foul.
Yeah, there he is, dropping 40 yards off the front line and helping SAFC, even try to build it out of the back. So the guy's just got a gift. He's got a motor.
Elizondo is offside. With just 3 minutes left plus stoppage time. Galaxy 2 gets forward. Fuji, great positioning from Reed. Pekka runs into Mendiola. Now a chance here for Galaxy 2. Amaya tried to slip it to his forward partner Zubac. And then Ibianga whistle for a foul. Free kick, Galaxy 2 in a dangerous spot.
And again, it's just, this late in the half, you just don't. Yeah, he's probably got an argument, not much of a foul there. I don't think he touched his foot and maybe grabbed him on the backside, but I think the ref probably could have let that one go, in my opinion. But just back to a ball given away deep in your own half, late in the half. So again, San Antonio is going to have to be real careful about what they're doing with the ball and managing these end of the halves. Cardone screaming for the wall right now. Looks like he's asked for a 5 in the wall.
Villarreal off the corner of the goal frame. Second chance for Amaya. It was blocked to the top of the box. What a chance that was for Galaxy 2. Now Forbes on his preferred left. Castillo looking for his second. Pushed away by Kempin. And cleared away by Gene Angola.
End to end here, Matt, huh? At the end of the half, making it interesting, and think you would work on that one. Rafa got a nice turn and pulled off a good shot there.
Castillo. Well cleared that time by Bradley Diallo. Well, the Villarreal brothers certainly know how to hit a free kick. They both are Galaxy first team players. Last July, Jose Villarreal, who's a year older, he hit the post on a very similar free kick. And now here on April 1st in 2017, the younger brother Jaime hits the absolute corner of the upper goal frame on the near post, and he had Cardone beat.
He sure did. He railed that thing. He put it in a really good position, a little bit unlucky to hit the post there.
A goal and an assist here last July, and nearly a goal back before halftime for Galaxy 2, as we're now into the first and only minute of time added on. There is some newness here, Matt, and it seems like on plays like that, it's evident with Turner not too familiar with Adonis Amaya and the runs he likes to make, but that's been a few times tonight that Turner's played that ball.
Yeah, Turner's played a couple dangerous balls forward tonight. Just an additional minute given here over the 45.
Well read by Pekka, immediately tries to spring Elizondo, and that is our halftime whistle. One from Castillo, one from Reed, the central midfielders providing the goals. Your thoughts on the first 45, Matt Barnes?
Look, after the first 10 minutes, I think things really settled down, and San Antonio did a great job of putting 2 goals away. And then managed the game pretty well until that last, 5-10 minutes. We started talking about you don't want to let LA back into this game, and a defensive giveaway on top of the box from Pekka, and that ended up leading to a free kick that hit the woodwork. So this could be a much different game right now. They just need to manage the end of the half.
Halftime on opening night, it's 2-0 San Antonio FC. Plenty coming up at halftime, including highlights and more here from Toyota Field.
This is what we use to clean our engines. This is what we use to stay connected to our families and get us to our customers. It helps us save lives and simply makes life better. This is what we use to explore the open road and to keep our nation strong. Clean, quality fuels from Valero. When it comes to powering the American dream, this is what we use. Valero.
Sweet truck, Tony.
Thanks. Who wants some HEB Prime 1 beef?
I have a burger.
Me too, with Gruyere.
I'll just have cheese.
That is cheese.
Oh, my bad.
You want any Vegemite?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Next.
Mind if I give you some tips?
Does that sign say cooking with pal?
Nobody could.
HEB Prime 1 burgers and steaks. Made fresh in-store with the top 2% of beef.
You could be cooking with Tony and Pao.
When it needs to be ultra exciting, high-flying, non-stop action, San Antonio FC Soccer's got you covered. When it needs to be high-performing, hard-working, high-tech, super safe, built for comfort, and surprisingly affordable, Holt Cat has got you covered. With best-in-class cat-heavy equipment, engines, generators, and more, plus legendary service and support, and the largest parts inventory and distribution network in Texas. Kick it into high gear with Holt Cat.
What if miracles were the norm, not the exception? What if the biggest discoveries were focused on the smallest? What if we made life not so fragile? 15 years ago, we built a hospital dedicated to children. We knew by always asking, what if, we could discover what's next. It's why more parents have trusted Methodist with their children's care for 50 years. Methodist Healthcare.
We've raised the stakes. Expectations are high. Our biggest season yet will break records with elite players and future stars, innovative technology, and new homes. We're growing the game in our communities and across the nation. Are you ready?
As we enter week 2 of the USL season, let's take a look back at 2017's opening weekend. The Kings Cup started us off where St. Louis took on a new look under the helm of Preki, and with only one returning starter. The game ended up 0-0 as Louisville FC couldn't take advantage of their 16 corner kicks. Vancouver Whitecaps FC2 controlled most of the game's possession, but with their high-pressure Galaxy 2 were able to take advantage of a Vancouver own goal and slipped away another to come away with a 2-0 win. 6 goals, 5 yellow cards, 2 PKs, New York Red Bulls 2 and the Pittsburgh Riverhounds played to a 3-3 draw as Corey Hertzog impressed with 2 goals, including the Riverhounds' opening brace of the 2017 season. A record crowd of 8,021 in Richmond watched their home team defeat the Harrisburg Islanders 1-0. Goalkeeper Travis Wark kept his team in the game, denying a Harrisburg PK in the 13th minute, and the kickers responded with Connor Chinoski's dominant set-piece goal in the 51st minute. The 25th home opener for the Charleston Battery ended with a 2-1 win for the club over FC Cincinnati, thanks to midfielder Justin Portillo, who notched an assist in the opening win along with the go-ahead goal. The Tampa Bay Rowdies opened their inaugural USL slate against a familiar foe, Orlando City B. In front of a large sellout crowd, they set a new attendance record. George Ristoff, the club's all-time leader in goals, slipped a PK right up the middle in the 57th minute in order to seal the win for the Rowdies. 3 seasons, 3 opening day wins for the Tulsa Roughnecks as they routed the Colorado Switchbacks 4-1. Colorado got on the board first in the 17th minute thanks to Shane Malcolm, but Tulsa responded with 4 unanswered goals to take the 4-1 win. Duke LaCroix and Carlos Alvarez connected twice to lead Orange County SC with 2 goals and 2 assists apiece to spoil Reno 1868's opening game as a member of the USL. Coming off a 2016 trip to the USL Cup Finals, the Swope Park Rangers found themselves behind Oklahoma City Energy FC in the 24th minute, but responded with 3 unanswered goals to win 3-1 in their home opener. 6,890 fans were in attendance to see the inaugural game at Phoenix Rising Soccer Complex, but Jay Chapman set up Ben Spencer in the 8th minute as he tucked away the lone goal of the game to give Toronto FC2 the win. The Real Monarchs opened their season with a 2-1 win over Portland Timbers 2, taking advantage of corner kicks by netting both goals off Charlie Adams set pieces. An early goal for Seattle Sounders FC2 in the 5th minute wasn't enough for the home team to hold on, as Sacramento Republic FC responded with 2 second-half goals to get the 2-1 win on the road. HEB Park was the shining moment for RGV as Too Little Too Late was a storyline for the Toros, who found their momentum late in the second half but fell 1-0 to San Antonio FC. Billy Forbes notched the game winner in the 15th minute, giving San Antonio their first win in the South Texas Derby. And that's your look around the league for USL Network. I'm Morgan Conklin.
I'm not the type to say any of this mushy garbage.
You know what? I'm going for it. You are completely and utterly
Awesome. I'm glad you showed up.
in my life.
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I
Get down!
you always have
Back. My back.
It's really hard to describe. It's like all these tiny little things
Yes, yes, things.
are actually friendship.
When it needs to be ultra exciting, high flying, non-stop action, San Antonio FC Soccer's got you covered. When it needs to be high performing, hard working, high tech, super safe, built for comfort, and surprisingly affordable, Holt Cat has got you covered. With best-in-class cat heavy equipment, engines, generators, and more, plus legendary service and support, and the largest parts inventory and distribution network in Texas. Kick it into high gear with Holt Cat.
Little ideas can turn into big dreams. Big dreams require careful planning and the right partner. A partner dedicated to helping you take care of your employees, protect your business, and plan for the future. It's sometimes overwhelming. It's often exciting. It's your story, and we can help. SWBC.
Look for the silver door, Timmy.
All right, here we go.
Timmy!
What is this place?
Welcome to the Spurs Retirement Club.
This is nice.
Here we have all-you-can-eat HEB Prime 1 steaks.
Awesome.
And here's your monogram steak, sir. Cooked to perfection.
Plus an unlimited supply of Creamy Creations ice cream. You get it?
Yeah, I get it.
HEB Prime 1, just like they serve in the finest restaurants.
Gotta crank this party up a notch.
Every mile is a possibility, a chance for victory, and financial success. Every mile is an opportunity to get closer, or much, much farther away. Every mile counts, and high-quality gasolines from Valero clean and keep your engine working its best through all of them. Valero.
Halftime at Toyota Field, and the home fans enjoying the first 45 minutes. San Antonio FC with a 2-0 lead. The goals from Rafa Castillo and Michael Reed. What's in store for the second half? We'll find out in just a bit. More from halftime from Toyota Field right after this.
We're not meant to stay still. You were born to roam, to live, to dance. We will not let life deprive anyone of living. The orthopedic surgeons at Methodist Healthcare don't just rehabilitate the body, they repair the spirit. For 50 years, we've delivered a level of care that's made Methodist your preferred choice for joint pain. Methodist Healthcare.
I'm not the type to say any of this mushy garbage. You know what? I'm going for it.
You are completely and utterly
Awesome. I'm glad you showed up.
in my life.
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I
Get down!
you always have
Back. My back.
It's really hard to describe. It's like all these tiny little things
Yes, yes, things.
are actually friendship.
When it needs to be ultra exciting, high flying, non-stop action, San Antonio FC Soccer's got you covered. When it needs to be high performing, hard working, high tech, super safe, built for comfort, and surprisingly affordable, Holt Cat has got you covered. With best-in-class cat heavy equipment, engines, generators, and more, plus legendary service and support, and the largest parts inventory and distribution network in Texas. Kick it into high gear with Holt Cat.
They start so small, but bring big life changes. They are now your entire world. And that's why buying a home, protecting your assets, and setting up your family's future requires the right planning and expertise. Your cargo is precious, and your journey is just beginning. It's your story, and we can help. SWBC.
Welcome back to Toyota Field. Halftime, San Antonio FC leading LA Galaxy 2-0 here on opening night. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth with Matt Barnes. I'm Matt Peterson. And Matt, let's jump right into these highlights from this first half where San Antonio FC got things rolling just inside the first 15 minutes.
Well, here's a fantastic ball from Elizondo into Billy. This created the first goal here, and another good ball back from Billy into Cesar. So great opening series of ball movement and play from the San Antonio FC boys.
Then it was Noonan setting up Reed.
Yeah, and Reed did a good job sticking with that. Important that he just put it on frame, and you know, when you put things on frame, good things happen.
And now the stats from this first half, a shots advantage, including shots on target. Galaxy 2 with the majority of the possession, but I think Darren Powell doesn't mind that too much.
No, I think you expect that with the quality of LAFC, but what I'm impressed with is, you know, you watch Darren and the staff, they put a huge emphasis on getting the ball into the box, into what they call the red zone every game and every training session, and this is where it's been paying off. They have 6 shots, but out of those, 4 of them are on target, and they have 2 goals to show for it. So they've been very, very efficient with their attack.
And 5 offside for San Antonio FC. You can tell they're definitely testing that Galaxy back line. We'll take another break here at halftime. When we come back, we should be just about set for the second half. A beautiful night for San Antonio FC, and they have a halftime lead against LA Galaxy 2.
I'm not the type to say any of this mushy garbage. You know what? I'm going for it.
You are completely and utterly
Awesome. I'm glad you showed up.
in my life.
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I
Get down!
you always have
Back. My back.
It's really hard to describe. It's like all these tiny little things
Yes, yes, things.
are actually friendship.
When did you guys make all of this?
Well, we picked up HEB's Asian stir-fry kits.
They come with the sauce and pre-cut veggies. No chopping.
So we used the extra time to master the ancient art of origami.
My frog has serious hops, man, and Patty made an alligator.
Crocodile.
Kawhi, what is that?
It's a snowball.
That's a pretty good snowball, Kawhi.
Yeah, I know.
It's no crocodile.
H-E-B Asian Stir-Fry Kits in a variety of unique flavors.
The human heart is a miracle, resilient, yet complex and fragile. Mending it takes the skill and experience of some of the finest heart surgeons in San Antonio. Our strength is making hearts like theirs beat stronger. That level of care is what makes Methodist your preferred choice for heart care, and has for 50 years. Methodist Healthcare.
Welcome back to Toyota Field here in San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio FC leading LA Galaxy 2 by a score of 2-0. Rafa Castillo, the opening goal, followed by Michael Reed. LA Galaxy 2 had 59 goals last year. They led the Western Conference in scoring, so a lot of firepower. We'll see how these teams come out. Second half coming up next from Toyota Field.
Stay connected to our families and get us to our customers. It helps us save lives and simply makes life better. This is what we use to explore the open road and to keep our nation strong. Clean, quality fuels from Valero. When it comes to powering the American dream, this is what we use. Valero.
Sweet truck, Tony.
Thanks. Who wants some H-E-B Prime 1 beef?
I have a burger.
Me too, with Gruyere.
I'll just have cheese.
That is cheese.
Oh, my bad.
You want any Vegemite?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Next.
Mind if I give you some tips?
Does that sign say cooking with pal?
Nobody could.
H-E-B Prime 1 Burgers and Steaks, made fresh in store with the top 2% of beef.
It could be cooking with Tony and Pao.
When it needs to be ultra exciting, high flying, non-stop action, San Antonio FC Soccer's got you covered. When it needs to be high performing, hard working, high tech, super safe, built for comfort, and surprisingly affordable, Holt Cat has got you covered. With best-in-class cat heavy equipment, engines, generators, and more, plus legendary service and support, and the largest parts inventory and distribution network in Texas. Kick it into high gear with Holt Cat.
What if miracles were the norm, not the exception? What if the biggest discoveries were focused on the smallest? What if we made life not so fragile? 15 years ago, we built a hospital dedicated to children. We knew by always asking, what if, we could discover what's next. It's why more parents have trusted Methodist with their children's care for 50 years. Methodist Healthcare.
Welcome back to San Antonio, Texas, with St. Mary's University head coach Matt Barnes. I am Matt Peterson. A bright start for San Antonio FC, but Galaxy 2 with a lot of firepower. About a minute until the second half will kick off. Matt, so what are you expecting tactically in the second half between two teams with contrasting styles, still trying to find their way early in the season?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Matt, from a coach's standpoint, 2-0 is my least favorite score, you know, because if LA comes back and gets right back into this game with a goal and they get some momentum, things can change pretty quickly. On the flip side of that, if Darren gets the guys to go up and press and find that third goal, you know, they could find the second half a lot easier for themselves. But if I'm LA right now, they've had some luck actually with sending some long balls down and through, so they may look for those two guys, they're two young attacking players up top, and see what they can get going. But I would definitely press I'd press San Antonio in their defensive half, see if we can create a giveaway and get that goal and get back on the scoreboard.
Those two forwards are Adonis Umaya and Ethan Zubak, 20 and 18 respectively. Quickly, these substitutes for each coach to go to. Only 3 subs allowed now in 2017 in USL. Last year, you were allowed 5 in-game changes. The backup goalie for San Antonio is Diego Restrepo, Brian Rushendal and Max Rodriguez. Defenders on the bench, AJ Ajekwa and Sean Chin, along with Devin Vega. Ali Hassan, the lone forward, on the bench for San Antonio FC. It's a 6-man bench for Mike Munoz and LA Galaxy. 2 backup goalie, Bennett Sneddon, a couple defenders, Ian Lonergan and Zyko Bailey. They're both academy products. Lonergan 17, Bailey is 16 years of age. Andre Zenga is a midfielder. Yona Estrada is another 16-year-old current Galaxy Academy player. And then Justin Dillon is a forward option. So options for both coaches. And we'll see how they manage the second half, each with 3 changes left at their disposal. We'll see how the second half starts. I would say the first goal somewhat came against the run of play. Galaxy sort of had the tempo, they had the ball, and kind of a gut punch from San Antonio, but they sort of controlled that middle part of the game, and the second goal came more with the flow of the game.
Yeah, and LA enjoyed about 60% of the possession there, so they really were moving the ball around well, and it seemed like at will at times. But like we said earlier, San Antonio's been real efficient in front of the net, and that just changes games. So again, I expect to see, you know, LA come out and really try to press the issue and see what they can, you know, create for themselves in the first 20 minutes here.
Here we go, second half from Toyota Field. San Antonio in black, LA Galaxy 2 in white. First half goals from Rafa Castillo and Michael Reed. Diallo throws it in. Zubak, 18-year-old academy product. And there's Turpak, good strength on the ball, rides out a challenge, advantage played. Now the captain Reed. Reed given lots of space, and in the end, pass cut down by Jaime Villarreal. And good work that time from Castillo. He wins a corner kick, just harassing Hugo Arellano.
Yeah, snuck around him there on the in line, so the you know, LA didn't have much of a choice. Needed to knock that thing out just to be safe.
Castillo twice his age. He's 36. Hugo Arellano is 18 years of age.
So if you want to emulate your career after somebody, you know, Rafa, what a true professional. Every day smiling, enjoying the game, and playing and training hard.
And Bianca back towards the top of the box towards Reed. Now a chance here for Galaxy 2 to break. Mendiola was hit after the play by Reed. We'll keep an eye on that challenge. Mendiola grabbing his right hamstring after that knock from Reed, and San Antonio FC able to clear. We'll see what happens there. The main referee, Marco Vega, had a good view of it. Mendiola shouting at the near side official for a foul. I thought they might go back and give Reed a yellow card for that challenge.
Yeah, I was watching the ref after that, and he looked back once, but I guess made the decision not to do anything about it. Trying to find Turner again up there, making an overlapping run. Just missed it a bit.
Yeah, just a little indecisive, just a little bit passive, and the moment passed him up. A goal kick to San Antonio FC. Turner at one point, the U17 men's national team captain. A lot of experience last year with Orlando City's B team with 26 games. But a new start now with the Galaxy. I think that's going to be one of the challenges for Mike Munoz and Galaxy 2 this season. You have the core of academy players that know each other inside and out, but it's the few newcomers sprinkled in that will take some time. Turner among those. Gene Angola, the Cameroonian, as they keep it on this near side. It's fitting those new players in with the academy players and their styles of play.
Yeah, it's a little bit different model than SAFC, right? So they're dropping players from the first team in and out of the USL team every week. So, you know, you're not always sure what you're going to have maybe through a whole week of training, whereas SAFC is, you know, they got their stable of players in here. Yeah, it looked like a foul from Zoo back there. Came in and got around a bit.
And Mike Munoz talked about the science of his coaching. A good article at the Galaxy website in the last couple weeks of managing the minutes, managing the players, and getting them to understand it's not about playing on the weekend. It's not about getting your playing time. Has a wonderful build-up for the Galaxy. Finds Amaya on the right side. Adonis Amaya. Mendiola now. Looking for a way through. Here's Turner. Adonis Amaya. Villarreal. Diallo. Very patient here from Galaxy 2. And a little push in the back, and the referee saw it, so a free kick. A needless play that time.
Some real quality from LA. You can see their quality there. Just nice patience in and around the box and holding possession of it, moving the ball nice and sharp. Nice to see.
Adrian Vera, 20-year-old academy product. Give a little push in the back against Pekka that time, and that awards San Antonio FC the free kick. But going back to the point I was making about Munoz, he really is instilling a belief in these players that what they do Monday through Friday matters almost more importantly, because there's a chance they won't play on the weekend if a first-team player comes down, and with the quality throughout the entire roster. Mendiola.
That's right. And, you know, Mike's doing a good job of managing and teaching young players what it takes to get up to the top level. And on the SAFC side, you got, you know, in my opinion, Andy Thompson is one of the best periodization specialists in America. And he's done an incredible job with his periodization and his individual plans for the players and team planning. So Darren's lucky to have him on staff as well. He's done a fantastic job prepping up the players and making sure they're all fit and healthy and ready for every game.
Explain periodization in layman's terms.
Just exactly what you're talking about, managing you know, the sessions and managing the minutes on players' legs. You know, Andy does a really good job of you know, football fitness, and you know, they're not doing a lot of things that aren't related to the game, and they manage that really well. And within all, you know, inside all of their team practices, he has individual plans for every player on the team. So, you know, at the end of the day, San Antonio's going to have access to their top players, you know, every week, game in and game out.
Been a nervy defending here from San Antonio FC. Ibiaga tried to overhead kick after letting it bounce. And Amaya was in the vicinity, and he's showing the referee his elbow. Galaxy 2 enjoying a long spell of possession, and a good chance that time falling to Villarreal, who hit the corner of the goal frame off a free kick at the end of the first half and didn't miss this chance by much.
No, took a real good rip at it on top of the box, and LA's just looking really sharp right now. I mean, not much time has gone by since a halftime. They're really moving the ball around and creating some things on top of the box.
Jaime Villarreal, one of two Villarreal brothers on the Galaxy first team from Inglewood, California. 21-year-old midfielder. Fuji. Villarreal. Good switching ball, picks out Turner. And here's Billy Forbes on the far side. 2 against 5 for San Antonio. Good positioning from Ngola at the edge of the box.
Yeah, Billy tried to slip that ball into Cesar, who was making a run, but just missed it.
But the Galaxy have been the better team in the first 9 minutes, but no goals to show for it after San Antonio FC led 2-0 at halftime through Rafa Castillo and Michael Reed. There's Mike Munoz in his first year as Galaxy 2 head coach. He was atop the academy the last few seasons for the Galaxy. Mendiola now.
And whatever Coach Munoz said to the boys here at halftime, it's working because they're playing really well right now.
Villarreal stung it well, but right at Matt Cardoni, the San Antonio FC goalkeeper. Corner kick for Galaxy 2.
See Roth out there trying to get the team going, and you know he's served as a captain here as well, so it's good to see some leadership there. These guys know they need to step it up a little bit.
Adonis Amaya will take this corner kick for Galaxy 2. Short to Turner. Turner, and it's headed clear by the center forward, Cesar Elizondo. Ibiaga heads away. Big switching ball targeting Amaya. He could not settle. Second straight start for Adonis Amaya. He signed with Galaxy 2 in March of 2015. He was the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Western Player of the Year in 2013 and 14. He scored 25 goals. Has experience with the U.S. youth national teams. Elizondo and Gene Angola scrapping there.
See if this can change the makeup here. San Antonio's brought their back line out. They're pressing a little bit higher now. I think this is where they've been playing better. When they're back on their heels, they've struggled a bit.
Castillo with Forbes. Michael Reed. Pekka. Nuno. Now Forbes. Seems to really want to use that left foot.
Yeah, Billy will just run circles around himself. He had to use his right foot. He's all left-footed. But this is what this is what Darren wants to see right now. So they're holding the ball a little bit better and making LA run a bit. And I think they're going to have to keep trying to do more and more of that as this half continues.
And this is that part of the season where fitness is not at full levels yet. Just one full game under these teams' belts.
That's right. You know, 8 weeks in, you get a long preseason, 6 weeks here, but still that match fitness is different than the training.
San Antonio with a throw-in. So a big difference this year for San Antonio FC. They had 3 months to build a team rather than 3 weeks. As Darren Powell was named the first head coach in January of last year after the franchise joined USL in December. So Matt, you've been around the club a lot, and how has this team been built? And from what you've seen through preseason and kind of the players that Powell has looked for.
Yeah, and you think it goes from Tim Holt all the way down.
We'll get to that in a second as San Antonio builds here in the attacking third. So it starts with Tim Holt.
Yeah, I think Tim Holt's built a great team with the staff he's put down here. Now that Darren and the staff have had time to find the players that they want to build around, it's just a much different team. It's deeper this year, it's more mature, and I think you're seeing a better product on the field because of it.
Forbes, hard shoulder-to-shoulder challenge against Adrian Vera. Here's the replay.
Yeah, it looked to me like he got dragged down there a little bit on the inside. Got an LA player down here. That's number 40.
Raul Mendiola stretching out his hamstrings.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a little bit of a cramp there.
Don't forget to follow the team on social media for the latest news and updates. Twitter at San Antonio FC, Facebook also San Antonio FC, and the same handle for Instagram. A lot of good giveaways for tickets and such to those social media channels, so a good way to get to Toyota Field. Looks like we might be seeing our first substitute for LA Galaxy 2, Justin Dillon, set to come on.
Yeah, a little break in the play here. So you've seen the central midfielders from San Antonio having chat, kind of figuring out what they need to do, and the same thing's going on the LA side.
So Dillon comes on. It's the first change made by Mike Munoz. And he replaces Mendiola, who looked like he was battling something there. Dillon is one of the few non-academy products in this Galaxy team. He played at Cal Poly. 21-year-old out of Rancho Santa Margarita, California.
McCarthy did really well with that ball, brought it down off his chest and played a ball. A little injury pass into Tirpak there.
Tirpak had a really good season last year with Swoke Park Rangers, 7 goals in the regular season, 28 games, and he scored 3 more and had an assist in 3 playoff games as Swoke Park Rangers somewhat surprisingly made it all the way to the USL Cup, but they lost to Red Bulls too.
Yeah, Chris is a great player. Had a chance to coach against him, coaching the PDL, and he was at the Austin Aztecs, won a national championship there. And then my first year coaching the PDL, he was at Austin and had another really good year. He's just an experienced player out of Houston Baptist. Played for my good friend Steve over there.
McCarthy, a foul at midfield. He has to be careful. Stephen McCarthy on a yellow card. There's a big service from the far side. So this San Antonio roster, it's an interesting mix. Some Texas kids sprinkled in, including McCarthy, who grew up in Dallas, but it's also a lot of players with ties to the Carolinas. Mike Sebastian Biaga, who played at Duke. Noonan played at Wake Forest, players that Powell could have seen at Elon University or when he was with Orlando City's academy.
Yeah, Darren's got deep roots in the college game, and it's such a help for him here in the recruiting. He's just you know, he's got a fantastic network of coaches that he can reach out to, and I think you're seeing some of the players that he was familiar with in college, especially.
Excellent build-up from the Galaxy too. It's going to be a goal kick. That was Villarreal working in a triangle with Amaya and Zubak. Real intricate passing in the center of the park. And now we'll see our first change for Darren Powell and San Antonio FC. Tirpak's going to come off, and entering the game, Sean Chin. Chin's from Miami. Played a couple seasons at Boston College, 2 more at South Florida. A few seasons with Fort Lauderdale Strikers, Minnesota Stars, FC Edmonton, so a well-traveled player.
Yeah, and you're talking about the roster that Powell's built this year. This is a great example of it. You guys are like Chin coming off of the bench, who could, you know, easily be starting anywhere in the USL right now.
1 change made by each team, 2 left for each club. Hard challenge for McCarthy once again.
It was a good challenge from McCarthy there, well-timed, and he did well with that.
It's Adrian Vera. Not worried about his yellow card. Bradley Diallo, another man on the book. He's The outside back for LA Galaxy 2. 2-0. It's been a less eventful second half than we had in the first. Galaxy 2 have had a few opportunities. Villarreal coming close a few times, once over the bar and once right at Matt Cardoni, the San Antonio goalkeeper. Well read by Pekka. Now Chin, his first touch in this game off the bench.
Good delivery from Chin into the box there.
Now it's Forbes. Newnham. Forbes. Onto his left. Good clean header from Tyler Turner. Chin for Elizondo. Referee had a good view of it. And it looks like it's going to be a goal kick. Elizondo arguing his place, but good positioning from the referee, Marco Vega.
Yeah, not much there. The fans are getting a little rowdy down there, but that's not a foul there. Both guys going after the ball in the box.
That was Jean Ngola, the 19-year-old Cameroonian out of the Kaji Sports Academy.
Ngola's a good player. He's done really well tonight.
There's two out of the Kaji Sports Academy. The other is Andre Zanga, also 19 years of age. So a international roster for Galaxy 2, which makes sense. Los Angeles, a very international city. So the local kids with some Cameroonians. Fuji was born in Hong Kong. McCarthy will concede a corner kick here. Villarreal to take.
Cardoni did a good job coming out and boxing that out.
Fuji. Zubak. Good cross right through the 6-yard box and nearly finding Dylan, a substitute. Good movement from Zubak.
Yeah, played a really good ball across the face of the goal there. LA had two players there with opportunities to get a touch on it.
You see the good size on Justin Dillon, the 21-year-old off the bench out of Cal Poly. Cardoni, 4 years at Trinity. 2015 with the San Antonio Scorpions in the NASL, and then last year with San Antonio FC. So he's been a local kid all the way through, from high school to college and now into professional ranks in his 3rd pro season.
Matt got some good games under his belt last season, especially late in the year.
Twice an All-American at Trinity. Made 4 penalty saves last year.
Yeah, Coach Paul McGinney swears that he taught Cardoni how to do that. I don't know if I believe it though.
Castillo mixing it up with Bradley Diallo. Diallo already 2 games for the Galaxy first team. Off the bench against Portland 3 weeks ago and started as Galaxy got their first win of the season at Real Salt Lake. It's a big challenge for Munoz. It's an embarrassment of riches, really, but it's a challenge for team morale and convincing these players to stay motivated and hungry. But that's why I think the youth helps. As Fuji comes through with it.
The flip side of that, you know, LA's proven that they're willing to take a chance on young players and put them into the first team too. So I think it does go both ways. These kids, you know there might be some players coming down, but they also know they're going to get a shot to get up there on the first team as well. There's a lot to be said for that.
Jaime Villarreal will take this corner kick. That was Noonan with a header towards his own goal and another corner kick on the far side. I think the youth helps in that there's less entitlement, less expectation, less of a feeling that they might deserve to start on the weekend and then their spots taken by a first team player coming down. More of ability to just roll with the punches when you have to sit for a few games.
That's the beauty of an academy like LA does, though, too, is they're used to, you know, mobility up and down and being part of a bigger picture than just, you know, just themselves. And I think that's one of the things I'm sure Mike's done a great job of, is just teaching the kids that, look, the club and the shirt's a lot bigger than you are. So, you know, put your work in.
That was a good chance for Justin Dillon. There's a nice ball from the center back, Hugo Ariano, the 18-year-old. He's a first-team player for the Galaxy, the center back. He's another player on loan. He can do a second straight start, but the big center forward, Dillon, could not bring it down. Wonderful touch from Adonis Umaya. Outside of his left, just out wide to a teammate. The flag stayed down, but Chin could not get there ahead of John Kempen. San Antonio's tested that line throughout the night. We saw it at halftime, 5 offside in the first half for San Antonio FC. Good work from Forbes and a good save from Kempen. You see the speed from Billy Forbes right to the Galaxy 2 defense.
Just an electric run, and that's what you want to see, and that's what separates Billy from a lot of the players even at this level. Just the ability to make those penetrating runs. And here you go, and turns his hips and gets through there. Just unlucky not to have a goal there.
Kempen, good work, stayed big at the near post. Did not commit too early.
No, Billy did everything right. Tried to keep the ball on the floor, tried to slot him, left foot on the left post there, and the keeper did really well with that. Good save.
Here's the second change made by Darren Powell and the San Antonio Scorpions. Stephen McCarthy on a yellow card comes off, and replacing him, it's a USL veteran, Ryan Boshandel. So he makes his 2017 and San Antonio FC debut.
Good to see Ryan get his debut here. He goes to work every day, and tell you what, that guy gets after it in training as well.
A mix-up from Galaxy 2, and we might have a corner kick. There was 2 Galaxy 2 players there at the back post, neither able to clear it. And then Ibiaga, who was up for the set piece, nearly had a chance at the near post, as you see Angola and Diallo.
Oh, fortunate bounce off the back there, keep it in play.
Make that Angola and Ariano. Corner kick taken. Pekka tried a first time return ball out wide to Castillo. San Antonio FC faces the Colorado Springs Switchbacks next Saturday at Toyota Field. Watch the 8 p.m. kickoff live on SanAntonioFC.com. Switchbacks FC, a very good defense last year, one of the hardest teams to break down in the Western Conference. And Darren Powell's team tough to break down in their own right this season as Ibiaga tries the restart. Direct to Forbes. He's in behind Tyler Turner. Forbes too far for Castillo. Now here's Dylan. Good pace from the big forward. And Pekka got down early, made the tackle. Good work for the Brazilian Pekka.
Yeah, great job. Flew all the way out of the center of the park and made that tackle and kept possession of it.
Free kick, Galaxy 2. That was won by Hugo Ariano. Pekka came out of the Flamengo Academy in Brazil. 20 games last year with Rayo OKC in the NASL. Powell called him a high-quality midfielder that reads the game well and really helps things tick in the middle. He actually lost to the San Antonio Scorpions in a 2014 soccer ball. At that time, he played for Fort Lauderdale Strikers. Also spent a year with Real Monarchs, the USL club, underneath Real Salt Lake.
He's been a big addition to this roster, and had a couple of visa issues, got here a little bit late, so it's nice to see that they've got him integrated in so quickly.
Well, Forbes timed his run well. He's in on goal. Billy Forbes has scored! 3-0 San Antonio FC! And Forbes has his second in 2 weeks.
Billy's been saying it all week. He's going to score a goal for the home fans here, and he just did it.
The Galaxy backline was a bit flat-footed. You could see the run develop from Forbes. The ball was timed perfectly. He was onside.
Yeah, once Billy gets ahead of steam up, what a really well-timed run and perfectly placed ball there.
I would say Elizondo, he set up his goal last week, so 2 assists on the season for Elizondo, both on Billy Forbes' goals. And now San Antonio FC, with less than 15 minutes left, they lead 3-0. Now we'll see Maxi Rodriguez. He made his professional debut last week. He comes on as a sub for the second straight week, this time replacing Michael Reed. So it's Rodriguez, the 21-year-old San Antonio native out of Warren High School, replacing the goal-scoring captain Michael Reed.
It's what you want to see from Billy Forbes too, right? He just came up and missed a great opportunity, and then comes right back and plugs it, and virtually seals the game at 3-0 with just over 10 minutes to go.
Rodriguez went to UNC Charlotte. He actually signed after a successful preseason, so nothing was guaranteed. He didn't sign until February 22nd. And a great career at UNC Charlotte. Went to the tournament 3 out of his 4 years. And they won the Conference USA regular season title last year.
It's great seeing Maxi out here, another local product. So now, you just got two kids on the field that grew up and played here, and it's awesome for them to be able to play in front of their friends and family at home.
Rafa Castillo opened the scoring. Michael Reed later in the first half, and now Billy Forbes' his second goal this season. 3-0 San Antonio FC. A delightful opening on the home opener. Now Forbes isolated out wide right against Gina Angola. Villarreal did well to track back and clear. And a learning moment now for Galaxy 2 with so many youngsters out there. These are the moments that you can only experience if you're on the field. And for many of these Galaxy 2 players who have dominated the Development Academy for years, winning championships, some lopsided wins, these are part of the maturation process of being a player.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Turner's a great example. What a fantastic young defender. And, you know, just having to deal with the likes of Billy Forbes for 90 minutes is, you know, it's difficult. It's different.
And Munoz has said that results don't matter as much as with some other teams with this Galaxy 2. It's more about developing players for the first team and continuing the development of these academy players.
And he's right. And that's why the, you know, LA Galaxy, the first team, is, you know, has championships under their belts. That's why they attract top players. That's why they get big crowds. They have a great vision, and the entire staff and the whole organization sticks to it.
And continuity in this roster. Of their 7 returnees from last year, 6 are former academy players. The only newcomers, Miguel Aguilar, a former DC United player, and then Tyler Turner, who we've talked about.
San Antonio's been fortunate enough too. They just got DEA Academy status for 3 teams and probably have one of the best youth coaches in America, Nick Evans, in charge of that. And Nick's developed a lot of talent out of San Antonio over the last several years. So if you're a young player and talented player in San Antonio, you're looking forward to playing for that guy for the near foreseeable future.
Elizondo into a tussle with Bradley Diallo. There is some familiarity between Mike Munoz, the Galaxy 2 head coach, and Darren Powell, the second-year head man for San Antonio. They spent the fall in Europe as they work towards their U.S. Soccer technical director course in Germany and Denmark. Munoz says he has a lot of respect for Powell and how they play. He said this game would be a difficult challenge, and his expectation was they were going to be direct and get to their front 3 as quickly as possible. And that's basically what we've seen on the best scoring chances for San Antonio.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've been cutthroat on those opportunities.
Munoz has also been a part of the FFF coaching course out of the French Football Federation, which is very well respected. And one of the things he learned through that course is teaching his players real specific game situations, including when to press and how to press. As Ibiaga heads away. And when he talked to me this week, he said when these younger academy players are in the academy, they can press anytime they want, and they're usually going to win the ball because they're probably more athletic or just better soccer players than many of them, as we have an injury on the field. And that's Jaime Villarreal. So he looked like he was in a lot of pain. Now he's up, so that's a very good sign. Villarreal wearing the captain's armband tonight for Mike Munoz. As he looks okay, we'll continue that thought. Munoz was telling me that at the academy level you can press. If you're the better team and have the better players, you basically can do what you want. But when you get to games like this, higher levels of soccer, professional teams like San Antonio FC, you have to be much more selective when you go, and that's the learning experience. That's what must be taught in practice.
Yeah, absolutely. So just like, you know, Mike's teaching his team when to press and how to press. You know, Darren's teaching his team how to break the press and when to play direct and when to build. So it's the awesome part of the game at this level. You got top coaches and top minds with great players surrounding them. It's a fun part of me, the tactical, you know, challenge of each game and the nuances within it.
Well, in all likelihood, Darren Powell looking at 6 points from 2 games, which is a bright start. I think they were 2-5 early last season, as they had 3 weeks to put a roster together before preseason and really building that team on the fly. And they really had a good second half of the season, or second 2/3. They had a decent run in the US Open Cup. But now with more of a team fitting the personnel he wants, a road win at RGV last week and a 3-0 lead against Galaxy 2 here at home with 5 minutes plus stoppage time left.
I think Darren's done a good job as well, because, you know, there's several players not even on the bench tonight that you're going to see play this year. And it's the same thing he's preaching to his, you know, his club, is that, look, we have a, you know, specific game plan for any given night. Some players are going to fit in some nights and some other nights, but the depth on this team is much better than last year. And I think you're going to see that over the course of the season. It looks like Villarreal just got the red card there, Matt.
Yeah, red card shown to Villarreal, the captain, who just continuous frustration. He may have been sent off for saying something to either the 4th official or the main referee, Marco Vega. The 4th official is William Hale, but he had been looked at after he went down and they were looking at his right knee, and then before he came back on, he sent off.
Yeah, he must have said something. I'm not sure what happened there, but that's disappointing, because he's what a fantastic player, and you hate to see him kind of lose his head there at the end of a game, because he should be on the field, and LA got him the ball a lot tonight and went through him a lot, and you'd like to see him out there finishing up the game.
Another learning experience for a young Galaxy player, and Jaime is a first-team Galaxy player on loan, so here's Chin. Excellent from Chin. Cleared away by Angola. Ibiaga, well timed on that header. Pekka does well. Now Chin. Galaxy down a man.
Chin showing those fresh legs, huh? He's got good pace, and he's quick and smart with the ball right there.
Great.
So, Matt, I think what Darren's looking for here, you know, as the game winds down, is just making sure that San Antonio finishes off the game. I think you'd hate to see your team give up a goal at this point. So, you know, hopefully this is where some of the maturity will come in with these guys this year, is they'll kill this thing off and finish the game off and keep a clean sheet, which I know is important to the staff here.
The other interesting thing with these two teams, contrasting styles, the Galaxy are an original MLS club. San Antonio FC is just about a year old. Is that Powell was honest. I said, what's your ideal style of play? And he said, we're continuing to work on it. And they may not have an identity just yet, but I think they're going to be hard to score against. Well disciplined as Forbes wins the ball in a difficult spot. Billy Forbes! And a corner kick to San Antonio FC, a good block in the end.
I think Darren and Andy and Nick and I think they've painted a pretty good picture about what they want to look like and what they want to be doing on the field. And so for me, you know, having watched several of their sessions, to see, you know, what they're out there working hard on every day is coming to fruition on the field here. It's a pretty awesome sight.
Gene Angola was the man with the big block for LA Galaxy 2. Well, now we're going to see a couple changes for Galaxy 2.
Here's an example of what we're talking about. I got a corner kick, but SAFC's, you know, electing to keep their full back line plus their screening midfielder back. They're also keeping Maxi Rodriguez back. So they want to protect this lead, want to protect the shutout tonight. It's important to them, and they're being smart about the end of the game tactics.
That's Andre Zanga, 19-year-old out of Cameroon in the Kaji Sports Academy. He is coming on for midfielder Rio Fuji. And then another current Galaxy Academy player comes on. It's Ian Lonergan. He's 17 years old. He started last week against Vancouver Whitecaps FC, where he played 90 minutes. So the 17-year-old gets his second professional game.
Again, Angola coming off the field there and sitting on the bench. Just what a fantastic young talent. I think he's got a really bright future. Real gifted young man.
Fuji out of the game. He's in his third season with LA Galaxy 2. Dylan ushers it out. It's a San Antonio FC throw-in. We'll have 3 minutes added on here in the second half. The other thing Powell told me, Matt Barnes, is that their style will change week to week. They're still at a position where they'll sort of adapt to the opposition and game plan accordingly. As Galaxy 2 wins a throw-in.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. We watched in training this week some of the tactical changes they wanted to make, and the boys put it into effect really well, especially the central midfielders. Pekka, those guys doubling down on the strong sides, and they did a good job. You know, and Darren and Andy and Nick have said it all week, stick to the game plan, and it's exactly what they did. So you got a staff that's putting together the right game plan, and a group of players that's listening and getting it done on the field.
Andre Zonga with his first touches off the bench. Another thing he said is, big picture for this team, make sure we're in control of our controllables. Be focused and ready, and will be a hard game for anybody.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a good season.
You talked briefly about the academy, and Darren Powell says they've decided to take a long-term approach to it, starting with the 2004 age group. A huge improvement already from last August until now.
Yeah, so Nick's got 3 teams in the academy this year that he'll be in charge of ultimately, the 12s, 13s, and 14s, and just starting from the ground up. I think it's part of the Spurs ownership here. They do things the right way. Things are thought out and done for a reason, and you can see eventually you can start seeing the big picture come together as the academy starts producing players for the, you know, hopefully they'll have a third division, fourth division team here, and then that'll eventually feed right into the USL team and ultimately the MLS team when that happens here.
How is Cesar Elizondo shown a yellow card here in second half stoppage time? A 3-0 lead for San Antonio FC. This will be their first ever win against LA Galaxy 2. They tied 1-1 away and lost 3-2 here at home last July. So their first win against Rio Grande Valley last Sunday, their first win against one of the best in USL here tonight.
And early points are huge. You're going to see them bounce right up to the top of the Western Conference, and fantastic job. Congrats to Darren, Andy, and the entire staff, Tim Holt and all the way down. Just a great exhibition tonight and put on a great show for the fans.
Cordial between Powell and Munoz, a much different setting than Denmark and Germany this fall as they worked on their technical director course. A 3-0 win for San Antonio FC. Rafa Castillo opened the scoring. Michael Reed made it 2-0, and that man, Billy Forbes, added a third, his second goal of the season off the second assist for Cesar Elizondo. San Antonio FC 2-0 on the season. LA Galaxy 2 falls to 1-1. And a good crowd on hand here at Toyota Field. They enjoyed this one. A exciting home opener and a 3-goal win for San Antonio FC. San Antonio FC's next match is Saturday. They'll face Colorado Springs Switchbacks right here at Toyota Field. Watch the 8 p.m. kickoff live on SanAntonioFC.com. For Matt Barnes, I'm Matt Peterson. Our final score from Toyota Field: San Antonio FC 3, LA Galaxy 2, 0. The following has been a presentation of the United Soccer League and Spurs Sports and Entertainment.